Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside. To the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 95-56. You're good. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
The 38-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Samu Brugier-Hill on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone, but his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running with Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Kamara. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
Now Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Drew Brees sacked.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
3. Dolphins nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Tua going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Matt Breida. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down. Conversion.
25 yards. First down, Dolphins.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Kamara. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st.
Breeze with the handoff to Allen.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Breeze now to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
Breeze pass.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
Incomplete.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Saints 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to pass to him. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphin first down.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The yards keep piling up in this first half. He's over 100 already. Now 2 touchdowns to boot after an amazing run right there.
He's running so well, so hard, making people miss, running with such confidence that I've seen this before. It actually takes the confidence away from the defenders. They approach him a little more tentatively, which means he's going to get even more yards and create even more big plays.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
On the carry.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Matt Breida in the offense heading back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The block.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They run it for the first time in the back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in this first half of action. And now we hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there.
And at the 44-yard line.
Breeze now. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze is going to fire on deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando where, okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Dolphins.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Burrito. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer and how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
Saints 6.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Kamara.
Alvin.
Brendan, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards. The pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Dolphin 1st down.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Tour gets this one in the hands of Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a game.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then
and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 27, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And his throw is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
33-yard line.
Here's Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Tua now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. The kick by Sanders is good. And their lead will swell up to 28.
Saints 6.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints Saints take over 1st and 10.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Breeze pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Well, he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That's good.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at around the 33. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Gesicki. A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're all
it's an interception. Picked up by Jerome Baker.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 20.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the right side open is Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
A gain of 4 yards.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On first down, Tagovailoa. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good...
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now second and 6.
Wilson going to keep it on the option. Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
To Chris Carson. He was brought down at the 26. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Here's Carson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
On first down, Carson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Chris Carson, the Seahawk ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. This is Carson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Now it's Carson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They run for it with Carson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Kamara, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They're going to run. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
pickup on first down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Breeze leads this one with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
Ready. 5-9.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. And it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Breeze.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 8.
Ready. 95, 56. 95, 56. 53.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Nothing.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson, and now it's second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check. 5-9.
Breeze now. His throw here's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Breeze. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 47-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard on the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
At the 40-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Jaron Reed on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Griffin there on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On the ground, Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Bree's going to throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down
by Benson Mayowa. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And Lutz puts this one through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off fourth.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Kamara. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
The ball carrier.
A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Again, it's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, the return is Reed. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A throw complete to Dorsett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd down. It's Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack on first down, Wilson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Come on, guys, let's go! Intercepted.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 14 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Saints 17. Seahawks nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete to
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
To throw again is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, it's a deep in there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Unable to find Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Seahawks.
That was thrown from the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under 4. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Trey Flowers.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They go with Murray again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The busy night continues for Kamara. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Here comes Reed. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Seahawks.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
What you doing, dog? What are you doing?
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. His throw is going to be incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Tonight's final.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden NFL 21.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has... The coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is the NFL. On EA Sports. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Second down and 5. On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The previous play went to the offense with a nice run, but that last play we just saw certainly went to the defense.
So you're keeping a little bit of a ledger there, aren't you?
Tally.
You know, somebody wins, someone loses. But you get this sense offensively, they're continuing to probe around, trying to find the runs that are going to work, and then they'll go to them consistently.
On second down, Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A A run for Nick Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
To Nick Chubb. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Intended for Mac Hollins. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Dolphins 3. Browns.
So maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes I need a check, not the stinkers, but watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get expected.
You ain't doing nothing. You know?
Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Pardon me, sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Martin, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Chubb again, the ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 5.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
King. Safety's creeping. King.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
That's good.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
First and
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
44 to Mike. Check. You. Regular.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This has been a nice sustained drive, and after a run like that, I'd be surprised if they don't come back with even more running plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock down the way.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Chubb. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they finally get him down at the other 46.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Dolphins.
From the gun, it's Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Miami.
Tua to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Complete to Matt Breida. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. Comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Breida to get the 3rd quarter started. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Matt Breida on the carry.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Ball carrier.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Greedy Williams on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 57 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Elandon Roberts there on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Intended for Austin Hooper.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Unbelievable.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
That's what it is,
And
baby.
he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Miami set to take over. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a
good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now it's Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Breida. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Carrier. B.J. Goodson made the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Gain of 7. First down, Dolphins.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Makes it
so those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. The third. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap.
And now here is another interception.
Another day, another dollar,
He's
baby.
picked off at his own 46. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 7-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Mayfield's pass intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10.
And out come the Dolphins now. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Miami.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Jason Sanders.
So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
For Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the ball.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead.
To kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Mayfield sacked.
Shaq Lawson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now. Mayfield now. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game. And now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Dolphins 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball.